Welcome to Cast Iron and Canning Jars. I'm Mammy.
I'm Chelsea.
And it is a rainy, cloudy little day, and then the sun will peep out. But we are so glad you're here no matter what the weather is. Come on in and set a spell with us. We've got a couple of good things going on. One, it's Cody's birthday dinner. So he requested the chicken
That we made last week on the show.
So Chelsea's been working.
I already cooked it so that it can do. We're just going to warm it up in the oven.
Yeah, she's been cook. And what else are we going to be making today, Chelsea?
Making corn pudding, which I've made on the show before. We're going to make my No-Peek Noodles that you just cook for a few minutes, stick a lid on it, and walk away. Mm-hmm. Those are some of our favorites. Making those on the show, and then we're also going to finish up a cream puff cake. I made the crust for it already because it has to cool. So I'll tell you how to make that when the time comes.
And that's Cody's request. That's one of his. It's my favorite too. I like it real well. So I'm glad when they request things I really do like that. So
you know what I saw? I was going to tell you, but people might be interested in this. Mm-hmm. You know, what is it? Eclair cake? Have you guys ever made eclair cake? So where you layer graham crackers and pudding?
I like
put
that
the chocolate on top. You know what they did?
What?
They layered graham crackers, banana pudding, bananas, graham crackers, banana pudding, bananas, and then put chocolate frosting on top of it.
Oh, now that sounds good too.
Does that sound good? Banana pudding and eclair
would probably
cake.
need to make us one of those.
I know.
I'm one of them people that I do that if I see it. You know, so
or taste
she
it.
might want, yeah, really.
I already made one of the cream puff cakes, and she was in here. She goes, just leave the bowl right there.
I'm just a kid at heart. Okay, what are you going to start off with?
I'm going to start off with the corn pudding.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's start off.
To get it in the oven.
Now, there's a couple different versions of pudding.
Yep.
So this is one that's tried and true.
Yeah, I've
Chelsea,
been making
you
this
didn't
one for
scoot me
years.
back a while ago. Was I in the right place?
You were for
Lord,
the
how did
Christmas
I do
miracle.
that? I know, I tell you.
This is the corn pudding that I always make. You can, some people put eggs in there, some people put cheese in theirs, some people, it just depends, but this is how I make it, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay?
Yep.
So I've got 2 cans of whole kernel corn. I got the super sweet, and Mammy drained them for me already, and I don't think this is gonna hold everything.
Well,
I already told Mammy that, but we're gonna pray about it, okay?
Lord, please let it hold it.
It might hold. It just might be.
Now, you notice that we didn't use my corn out of the freezer. I'm kind of stingy with it when we're mixing it with something because it's so good by itself.
Well, this is cream corn. I got 2 cans of cream corn, too.
Now, when I make cream corn, I always mix a thing of whole kernel with it, too.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
My dad doesn't like cream corn, but he likes corn pudding.
Ah, well. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and mix that up a little bit. And then I have 1 box of Jiffy cornbread mix.
I told her I could bake her a pound of cornbread and put a little sugar
And
in
I
it.
kept telling her I don't need a whole pound. I just need the mix.
Well, I could eat it with milk and bread after that. I could have fixed me up some for supper tonight.
1 stick of melted butter.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be really close, Mammy.
Really close? Okay. I like being your helper.
And then we want 1 cup of sour cream. Oh, I shouldn't have stuck that in there already. Can I get a spoon, Mammy?
You sure can.
So 1 cup of sour cream will be a half of one of these
There's your serving spoon. Sorry about that.
16-ounce containers. So I'm just going to eyeball half of it.
How many is that?
This is 2 cups.
Oh, okay.
Is usually what's in a 16-ounce container.
Oh, okay.
So, and now we're just going to pray that this will.
It will. I got confidence in it. You don't have to beat it or anything like that.
If I was going to add eggs. See, I like mine to still be like kind of, some people might even think it's not even done because I like to be able to spoon it out.
Yeah.
But some people like to put eggs in it and it raises a little bit more.
That's going to be good, Chelsea.
I love corn pudding.
Yeah. Now, you do a healthy corn, too, or they call it healthy.
Mom does that. It's just butter and heavy cream.
In your corn, It is delicious, but I don't know how healthy it is. But we have it every now and again. I don't think we've had it.
We haven't. Because
No.
you have to make it. It cooks for a while
Oh, does
in
it?
the oven. You have to cook it and then stir it and then cook it and then stir it.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to try that around.
So,
Boy, it's not going to be long till it's going to be Memorial Day.
I know.
And you start our picnic time.
And I have to go back to school for 4 days after Memorial Day.
Well, doggone.
Isn't that the crazy stuff you guys have ever heard?
No. I never knew teachers looked forward to school being out. But Chelsea's sure enlightened me.
We just count down to the next break.
Yeah. Well,
But it makes the year go by fast by counting down to the next break. Because then we're like,
do you want this sprayed or anything?
that's what I was about to ask.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
letting down on my job.
You'd never. That's cinnamon.
Now you'll be putting the recipes on
Yes.
once we eat supper.
Yep.
All that.
So I'm just going to spray this with a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to empty all of my corn pudding in.
Mm-hmm. Well, that made a right good pan full, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. I've got my oven preheated at 375. And this might not be done by the time we get off the show because I usually bake it for 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
So, I'll take a picture like I did last week and post it when I post the recipes. So, there it is.
Jolynn says she wonders if there's a way to make Jiffy Mix from scratch.
I'm sure I haven't looked at that. I'm sure there is.
Oh, Bonnie's got the recipe, Jolynn, so she will share that with you. And by the way, thank you all very much for my birthday presents. I love them. Only thing is, looking at our picture, we were looking from the wrong side.
You were looking from the... You told me to look from the wrong side. I was like, Mammy, did you lie to them and say that you saw
I
it?
didn't. She is so mean to me. I love
But
it.
then I finally saw it.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Here we go,
All right, I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes. And we'll see how long it takes.
Now, what are you going to make next?
I'm going to get started on our noodles.
On our noodles?
On our noodles. All right, so I already have 6 cups of water in here. You're going to want 6 cups of chicken broth if you're making the amount I'm making. I'm 1.5 what I usually do. So usually you would only do 4 cups of water, but I'm making a few extra. Or 4 cups of broth. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on high. And instead of broth, I got some of these Knorr cubes. I think it says 1 cube per 2 cups of water. So I'm going to do 3 cubes of this.
I hope this noise of this water running isn't distracting. Because I always like to put my stuff into soak when I'm washing dishes.
And I'm just going to kind of break them up as I put them in. When it comes to a boil, it'll kind of disintegrate anyways, but I just like to give it a little head start.
Yeah, that's what I like to do too, Chelsea. You like that better than that comes in the jar? Better than broth or better than bouillon?
No, I like better than bouillon better.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had some in the fridge.
And you have turkey.
Oh, turkey.
Turkey.
Okay.
So when you make this, you can make it with chicken broth or beef broth, whatever you're having. We're having
Or
chicken.
turkey broth if you don't have either.
We're having chicken today, so that's why I chose to do it with chicken. I'm washing my hands real quick.
That's going to be good. I love the walkaway noodles. Only thing is, we have those most of the time when we have Salisbury steak. I love it with Salisbury steak. But tell you the truth, I can eat it about any time. I was telling Chelsea I'm going to pack up my lunch for this week.
So I'm going to add 1.5 sticks of butter to this. Mm-hmm. So there's 1 stick.
Whoa, I'll get them, Chelsea.
I got it.
You got that?
Yep.
Okay. Them slippery little fellers, aren't they?
Yep. All right, I'm over here cutting this butter real quick.
Barbara, you're right. It did get expensive unless you check it. The Better Than Bouillon, unless you can find it on sale.
That's why she has turkey, because I found a bunch of the turkey on sale one time.
That's right. And I just hang right on to it.
All right, so I've got my stick and a half of butter. I'm going to do a little bit of garlic powder, maybe a half a teaspoon or so.
Boy, oh boy.
Measure the garlic with your heart.
I reckon.
And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
Now, I like granules. I like the garlic granules.
Maybe about a teaspoon of salt. Maybe a teaspoon and a half of salt.
Hey, guys, back when we first started this, there's no way in the world Chelsea Owens would have done that. She'd have had her little measuring spoon down right to the T, wiped off the top of it and everything. Now she just goes like a pro.
Very proud.
I am.
And we'll give this a stir. See, it's already turning into broth for me.
It sure is.
I'm going to go ahead and stick the lid on it so that it comes to a boil more quickly. Okay. I'll show you guys my chicken.
Have you any? I know Mary McGill, I think, tried the chicken last week.
Look, I made more chicken.
Your hearts. Thank you for all those hearts. And
I made more chicken this time because we ran out last week.
Yeah, Chelsea and I love those hearts and thumbs up.
Aunt Joyce is making chicken and dumplings.
Yeah.
And ham. Aunt Vicky's making green beans, and one of Cody's friends' wives is making a side dish with potatoes. We don't know what she's making yet.
So, we're going to have like a smorgasbord.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said I was going to fix my lunch out of all this stuff for next week.
If I don't take it with me.
What?
What?
What? Okay. I think it's a beginning, commencing.
Not boiling yet.
You know what they say.
A watch pot never boils.
It'll be going here in just a minute. I'm going to turn it just a smidgen up.
I think you turned it up just a smidgen off, did you?
No.
Okay.
Lord.
Mamie's just worried that I'm going to take too long.
No, I'm not one bit worried.
So what you're going to use about, let me think how many. I usually use 12 ounces of noodles. So I'm going to use 18 ounces of noodles. Is that right?
Well, half of 12 is 6.
Okay, so this is 16 ounces. Then we'll use a little bit of these noodles that are already open. Can we use these and then use these?
Yeah, that's way. Well, as broad as it is long, you're going to have some left over anyway. Right, so, what can we say? However you want to do it there.
We're almost to a boil. Keep watching the pot and it won't boil, so don't look at it.
Now, do you stir them one time once you get your...
So bring it to a boil. Put your noodles in. Bring that to a boil. Mammy.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, bring that to a boil. And then let it boil for 5 minutes, just like that. Mm-hmm. And then turn the heat off and stick your lid on and let it sit.
Oh, okay. Now that's easy as falling off a log, isn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm. We're boiling.
Yep, we sure are. You turn it down now?
Nope.
You don't? Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, this is 16 ounces of noodles. I like to use the wide noodles or the dumpling size.
I've got a dryer in there for homemade noodles. I think I may have made homemade noodles.
And it's going to look like you got too much noodles compared to your water, but you want that because you're not going to drain this.
Right.
So I'm going to add a little bit, maybe about half of this one, so I just need about 2 more ounces. What?
That's about right.
Yep.
I can.
So I'm just going to push those down in. There we go. Bring this to a boil. Let it boil for 5 minutes. And yes, like I said, you're going to think that, oh no, I have too many noodles, but you don't, because you want it to soak in. It's going to soak everything in.
You got too much liquid?
Too much noodles. You're going to think you have too much noodles.
Oh, okay, I got you. I had to get that in my head, Chelsea.
You got it in your head?
I think so. I think I made these one time.
Did you?
I did pretty good. What is it I make that you make and I always forget? Oh, macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
She makes the best homemade macaroni and cheese, and I always miss one step in it when I try to make them.
All right, so we're at a boil now. I'm going to look up here. We're at 36 minutes up here. So I'm going to let this boil for 5 minutes, then I'll turn off the heat. I'm just making sure it's not sticking to the bottom.
Yep, that is a very pretty pan, but it does like to stick sometimes.
And I'll let this go, and while it's going, we'll go ahead and start mixing up our stuff for our cream puff cake.
Oh, okay.
I'm just watching that. Let me go grab
I'll watch it.
this.
I won't let it boil over. It's doing very well.
All right.
That is so pretty, Chelsea.
So this is what we're going to put our cream puff filling in. So this is basically just a giant cream puff baked inside of a 9x13 pan. I went ahead and did this just because it has to cool.
Did you put the recipe
before, but I'll put the recipe. So basically what you're going to do first is you're going to get a small pot. You're going to put 1 cup of water, 1 stick of butter in the pot, let it come to a boil, remove it from the heat, add 1 cup of flour. Then you're going to transfer that. Well, you don't have to transfer it if you don't want to, but I'm getting ready to tell them about them. I transfer mine into a mixer and then mix in 4 eggs one at a time. And I also add a little dash of vanilla to it. And then, so 4 eggs and then a dash of vanilla. And then once that's done, you pour it into your 9x13 pan that's been greased. And then you're going to bake it at 400 for 30 minutes. It'll come real puffed up. And then it'll kind of sink down. So
this
was way up. You can stir it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then it'll sink down. So this is sunk down, and now we're going to make the filling for it. So I'm actually going to move you over here to a new spot to hang out with me. If I can get it to... There we go. All right. I'm keeping an eye on the time so that I know when to put the lid on the noodles. But here's my mixer. I'm going to add 2.5 cups of whole milk, or whatever milk you like. And then I've got 2 of the small packages of vanilla pudding instant. And look, guys, Mammy got an air fryer. Are you guys proud of her? I'm proud of her.
She has not used it yet, but Corey has, I think.
I'm just setting these in here for now.
Okay.
All right, I got my pudding mixes.
I love that little mixer, Chelsea. That's a tiny... How long does this have to cook?
We got probably about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to turn the heat off.
They'll have me worried to death where they're going to sit.
I'm just going to mix this up for a second. I'm probably going to have to scrape the bottom of it here in a second because last time I did, so I'm just going to let this mix for a second, scrape the bottom, let it mix a little bit more.
Mm.
Yeah. Some of the pudding goes to the bottom on me.
Oh, what goes to the bottom?
Some of the pudding mix.
Oh.
Ooh, sorry,
so
guys.
how long do you let it go? I mean, cook.
I'm going to let it mix a little bit more. And then I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to lift this. I'm going to add 1 block of softened cream cheese. Now this time, it's going to mix for about 5 minutes. Because you really want that cream cheese mixed in. So now I'm going to start it going on kind of a low speed. And then I'm going to slowly turn it up. All right, Mammy, I'm gonna look over there. Hold on.
Okay, take a peek. See what you think about it.
All right, now I'm gonna turn this up because I like for it to really be beat. All right. So here's what our noodles are looking like. We're soaking this up, but now we're going to turn it off. You turn it off for me. We're going to stick a lid on it.
Yeah, you want to leave it on that?
I'm going to take it off.
Okay.
We'll slide it over, and we're just going to let this sit. We're just going to let it sit for about 15 more minutes, and it'll be all absorbed. That butter and all the good flavors will all be absorbed in here. I do like to come like 5 minutes later and just stir it to make sure it's not sticking. Usually isn't, but it's just a little precaution that I like to do. You'll come to life with your air fryer, Mammy.
Okay. I got to figure out how to use it.
Come to love it, I think is what they meant. Got it turned on up.
Oh, there you go, Chelsea.
Now we're about to get cool with out.
Uh-huh. It's not frozen, is it?
No.
Now you can make this all with light Cool Whip, light pudding.
Mm-hmm. Sugar-free
Every,
pudding.
yeah, sugar-free. So you can make
Free
it.
chocolate syrup.
Yep. You can make it all where you just love it. I'm going to move this over here.
I still need that spatula.
Still need this spatula. You got another one there.
I know, but I need that for the Cool Whip.
Oh, okay.
All right, this is almost done to the consistency that I want it. See, I would have used the handheld mixer that we have, but it's just so much easier just to do this, especially when you have to mix it for so long.
Yeah. We go back and forth.
Yep.
Get that out of the way.
All right. Well. All right, so there's the consistency we want. I'm just gonna do that. Set this over for Mammy to lick.
Now, how do you know that I'm going to do something like that?
You'd never, would you?
No. I told you I'm still a kid at heart.
All right. I'm going to move you guys. All right. So now is when we fill our cream puff cake. So I've got all this filling here that I'm just going to empty right into there.
Oh, my goodness. I know that's delicious.
And you're going to want to mix it for a while. This still has a little bit of chunks of cream cheese in it. But it's kind of hard not to. What'd you say?
You put it in the microwave.
No, I did not.
If you put it in the microwave, it'll melt down. It's a lot easier.
If you put your cream cheese in the microwave, it'll melt down and it's a lot easier, Mom said. But I just did not. I just let it soften. But I'm not mad about cream cheese because I do like cream cheese.
Put this over in the sink.
All right.
Isn't that pretty?
Are we froze up?
Oh,
No?
Okay,
Chelsea was, or Bonnie was froze up.
I did the fault, but
All right. So
That'll freeze you up, Bonnie.
here we are, filled our cake here. Now, if you want to lick it, come over here so that you're not looking into the camera, okay?
You stop
I
it.
just don't want people to...
You stop it.
We had people complain about that one time.
It's all right. It's all right. I put the water in it.
It's a lie. I see you.
I I'm putting water in it.
Now I've got a container of whipped topping that's been, frozen whipped topping that's been thawed. We'll do the whole container.
This is a very light.
No, it's not very light. It's very heavy, actually.
Well, I mean light.
Oh, yeah. For summer.
Uh-huh.
Spring.
Let me clean the water off here.
All right, and I just smooth this out right on top of my pudding.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Now that's what I'll lick.
No way. Hi there.
Here you go.
Hi.
Here you go, Mimi.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And now for the fun part. So now I have some chocolate syrup, and I just like to go zigzag across. You can do it however you want, but I just like the zigzag look. Like this. But
Makes it look so fancy.
But if you like it going the other way, you're welcome to do it the other way. But I just like to go diagonal. And there we go. Then you refrigerate it till it's time to eat it.
Yep.
You could probably make this the day before. Just don't put the chocolate syrup on top because that tends to get a little soupy and it'll get soupy on your Cool Whip. So maybe just do up to the Cool Whip part and then the next day put your chocolate syrup on top.
Now, Chelsea, did you say how long to refrigerate it before serving?
At least an hour.
At least an hour?
So that it's easier for you to slice because you're going to cut it into squares and serve it up. So you're going to want to do it for at least an hour. So now we'll come over here.
Do you want to?
And check our noodles out real quick. Oops, sorry.
It's all right.
I'm going to put it in the oven. And I'll put it in the fridge whenever you go in there to talk. All right. So, like I said, I like to stir these one time just to make sure that everything is not sticking to the bottom.
They look really good.
And see, everything's almost soaked in. There's a little bit of liquid down there in the bottom.
Yeah, that looks great, Chelsea.
There we go. Now I'm going to stick this back on, leave it sit here. It's pretty much done. By the time we eat, it's
Yep.
going to be good.
Completely done.
So that, I can scoot you back real quick and we can check out our corn pudding. It's baking up.
It's puffing up.
It's looking good.
Yep.
Something smells like smoky in there. Did you have something like ham or something in there?
Nope.
Oh, that smells good.
Nope. That's smoky corn. That's what it was.
All right. Mammy's going to share some things while that's baking. You can come look at Sam. Hi, Sam girl.
Sam seems to be laying.
Those are Kroger brand. Extra wide.
Sammy is there about every time. Taking his little nap. Taking her little nap.
All right. There you go.
All righty. Well, again, like I say, I'm glad you all are able to be with us today. And as you see, we're going to have quite a dinner here with our friends and our family and Cody celebrating his birthday. And, you know, we try to do this with whoever wants to do it. And so Corey's kept telling us, you know, I didn't get my lasagna last year. So his birthday's coming up again.
He's going to get 2 birthday dinners.
Yeah, he's going to get a whole bunch of lasagna. His dad makes his lasagna for him for his birthday. So it's coming up. So we know we're having lasagna along about July 9th, around that the next Sunday. So you all, I'm sure, one of you can come join us with that. Bobby Ray, I don't know if he'll let us film, well, I'm sure he will, how he makes it, but my goodness, he'd break the bank with all the stuff he puts in it. But it is very good, though. Okay, I was looking around and I saw my little hummingbirds, are these not beautiful or what?
Those are pretty.
They are so pretty. My sister Susie always liked hummingbirds. And so when I see them, they make me think of her. And he came in with this one up at the shop, up at Pappy's place. And I said, oh, isn't that beautiful? He said, I figured you'd want it. So,
You know, they were supposed to be migrating this way about the end of April. So
Oh,
they're
really?
probably
oh, Chelsea said they're migrating this
this way.
way.
And I
in
think
April.
I think the end of April is when they are. So they're here. Maybe we're in May now.
Yeah. We are, aren't we? Oh my gosh. You know, I got to get my hummingbird feeder out. I haven't even put it up
Well,
yet. Those cold days
They're
kind of
gonna
threw
think
me
they're
off.
gonna think you're trying to starve them.
No,
Kids are getting hungry.
anyway, this was just so pretty with the red flowers and that. I just love it. And then I saw this and I thought, oh my goodness, I remember my teacher that used to have her sweater on and she'd have these little, hers was pearly. These have got eagles on them. Oh, let me tell y'all, if I'm acting like I'm not using this finger, it's cause I'm really not. It's my trigger finger and it's decided not to trigger anymore. So it hurts a little bit when you do certain things with it. So I do my best not to do it. So Bonnie went over some exercises for me to do. So I'm going to start doing them. But anyway, back to this. She would have her sweater on and she'd have her one hooked on this side and one hooked on the other side and wore her little sweater. And I love those little cardigan sweaters. And I just cannot. I've got about two. And I'm telling you, I didn't think I'd be wearing them like my mama did. But you know what? I do. It's taken a lot to get me to pull my long sleeves off this year for some reason. See, you just hook them on and it'll keep your sweater shut or, like that. I thought that was so cute. That it was kind of interesting with it being equal.
Will it hold your bra up?
Bonnie,
We are in mixed company,
That's
ma'am.
just what it looked like.
you stop it. Don't pay attention to her. She's just not right some days. This must be one of those days. And then I was looking at earrings and I saw some sunflowers. And I don't know if can you see these? Bonnie made these. And they are so cute. Now, I can't wear this kind anymore with just the hooks like
They're
that.
called a sweater guide, Mammy.
A sweater guide, is that what it's called? Well, see, I've learned something new today, the right terminology. Okay. Anyway, here's her sunflower earrings that she makes all kinds, but these happen to be sunflowers that we like. But I'm still wear the old clip-ons. But I used to be able to wear these until something happened and one came through my ear. Now it won't work anymore. I don't know if y'all ever had that happen to you, but I didn't even miss it until one day I thought, well, where's my other earring at? And I figured out they didn't come all the way through, but I was wearing a real heavy pair of earrings. But I thought those were really cute. And like I say, Bonnie makes them with everything in the world on them. We have to watch her. And I don't know about you all, but I like having places where I can keep things. Although,
So you can hide stuff.
Chelsea says where I can hide stuff. But this is really a pretty tin box. I thought it would have some really pretty scenes on the top of it and on the sides. And I always had my trunk. That's where I always kept my grandkids' stuff. They'd say, well, this is a trunker. And I'd bring it home and I'd trunk it, put it in a trunk. But then my trunk got full and I had a hope chest that actually belonged to Chelsea. And so I started filling it up. And then
It's my hopeless chest.
she calls it her hopeless chest. She decided to bring it home. And so I took it over.
I didn't want to bring it home
She didn't want to, but she
because
needed
that was
to.
my mammy's thing. What is it? Your chest that you?
Yeah,
Trunk.
Happy had bought that for you.
But that was your trunk. I didn't want to bring it. It wasn't supposed to be mine. It's supposed to be your trunk.
See how we get connected with stuff that we just. But I had another place to put the stuff in the window. I have a window in the front, and it's got like a big trunk in it. The kids always slept on it when they were little.
It was real comfortable.
And they said it was real
No,
comfortable. But anyway, open that up and all that space for me to put all kinds of goodies like Chloe going to school and Madison doing things, you know, different things like that you can put in
Well,
papers.
Mom, is that an ash box?
I don't
I
know.
don't either. Somebody just said put family ashes in.
Oh,
I
Lord.
don't know. I don't
Was it
think.
dusty when you opened it?
It was okay, Bonnie. You're mean.
Somebody did
Don't you all think
that.
she's mean? Do what now?
Someone really said that.
Oh well, it could be. I guess me. Sometimes I just came out of the
Mary's
woods.
never lost her word.
Oh Lord, no, never. But I am now. Let me tell you, well, if it is, I'm sorry.
Whoever.
I don't even remember where I got it from, but
Maybe we should have looked it on Google photos
that's
first.
Right. Well, as soon as we get off too.
Somebody famous.
It is a very beautiful piece, though. That's all I can say. That's all I can say about that. I tell you. Oh Lordy, I can get myself in more trouble. All right, Miss Chelsea.
Oh, are we doing that now?
You want to talk about the?
Sure. Let me scoot.
I don't mean to shock you or anything.
Shocked me.
Is that corn recipe in one of the books?
It is.
Oh,
So
okay.
are the noodles, I think. Let me look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe the noodles are because I use it to make them when I made them that time.
What was corn pudding would be? Yep, corn pudding is on page 18 in our second cookbook.
Yep.
And let me see about the noodles.
Walk on the way noodles.
I think I call them No-Peek Noodles.
Oh, No-Peek. I don't see them. Not in this one anyway. Nope.
Not in this one either, but I think it's in it.
Well, well, something happened to it. Okay,
Okay, sorry.
we'll talk about we'll look at that and find it. She
Well,
thinks
bless
it's in-
whoever that was said she was just joking about the ash thing.
Okay.
Fun.
Really threw me off there for a minute, though.
She
let
got a
me
little
tell
scared.
you.
Did you see how fast she let go of it?
You just never know. Oh,
Yes, No-Peek Noodles are in our first cookbook on page 20. Maybe I just didn't see it because she's blind.
but I am just about. Let me tell you. Okay.
All right, so we have two cookbooks. We have cookbook number 1, cookbook number 2. This one has our No-Peek Noodles in it. This one has our corn pudding in it. This one has more canning recipes than this one does. They both have stories of Mammy's childhood in it and other tons of recipes in them. I don't even know how many are in each one, but
You have the memory jar in there, Mammy?
I do.
Okay, people are asking.
yeah. All right, and these are $20 a piece, and that includes your shipping. You can write a check to Chelsea Owens and send it to P.O. Box 157, Wilberforce, Ohio, 45384, and I can hold this up for you real quick. We almost forgot about the memory jar. I'm glad somebody...
No.
Usually we do it before this.
Oh, do we?
Yep.
Oh. They threw me off. Oh, my goodness.
Write it down.
Shoo. Doesn't take much.
There we go.
Let-
And then we'll go ahead and share about our aprons too real quick, and then we'll do the
okay.
memory.
Okay.
So we also have aprons. We have it in yellow and white, and they have pockets, and Mammy's are full of her phone and tissues.
You can tell I made it. I'm at the age now where I can carry them around all over the place.
And these are $16 a piece. That includes your shipping. You can also purchase both items at our shop at 55 East Main Street.
Yeah, 55. Yeah.
Don't be telling me.
I know.
55 East Main Street, and if you do it there, then these are 12. Cookbooks are 16.
What state is that? 55.
That's in Xenia, Ohio. All right.
Okay.
You want me to read our...
Now let me get one out. I can't trust you. I'm gonna get one out.
There ain't no memories about me in there.
Stop
Chelsea.
it.
It was because I was only 9, so they were like...
Well, there might have been. There we go. There could have been.
All right. This is but a simple jar filled with love and pride. Many special memories are what you will find inside. Memories in our life that are as precious as can be, and when you begin to look at them, you will surely see. So whenever you feel like it, just take out a slip and read. It will rekindle memories, which is something that we all need. Memories are priceless in many different ways. They are ours to keep, and no one can take them away. I hope you enjoy this special gift, especially to you from me. Use it with an open heart to jar your memories. And my mom wrote that poem I put it on here and filled this with memories back in 2000. So I guess I was 10.
Yeah, she was 10. There may be some in there. I'm not
I was 10. We'll just have to do some more memories.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we need to do.
And these we make stickers of this, and for $5 that we can ship them to you as well.
Yeah, we can mail those out. And the little saying is going camping, falling in the stream, and having to go back and get my clothes. Now, which one of my 2 kids do you think would have done that?
Bobby.
No, Bonnie. She would be the one that was running ahead, you know, skipping over the rocks and jumping and all
They
that.
said, don't step on them slick rocks.
Yeah.
They said, step on them, didn't they?
How many times would we tell them not to step? I tell her not to step on the slick rocks. I don't know about y'all, but when I was a kid, I liked doing that too. So, but it didn't fall in. Boy, my mom believed in giving you a whipping for stuff like that. But we just turned around and went back and got her dry clothes. And then she couldn't go back with us on the hike. No, not really. She could go.
They left me sitting on a rock.
Yeah. And we'd leave her sitting on a rock while we went. Not really. But she was the cracker jack. If there was anything to get into, she was into it for sure, I'll tell you. But I love looking at these myself because, you know, you don't really think about these things except something that'll come along and jar your memory about it. And I really enjoy this, and I'm sure you would too. I know I had a couple of folks that, a viewer that ordered 3 for her and 2 of her sisters. I wonder how they were doing with getting their memories all together. I think
And we
that's really
actually
neat.
just took one to your friend's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's a
we
gift.
did.
Started.
Yeah, we took one to my friend that passed away last week. So that would be neat to see how
And she put
they all love
it in a basket,
Mhm.
and then had people that came to it write memories on it.
That's really neat. Really neat. Okay, I'm putting it in our pretty jar here so that we know that this is one we've already talked about. So, boy, I tell you, we're going to be doing some talking over a good period of time. I hope our...
Are you getting another one out?
No, I'm just
Oh.
putting the lid on it. Okay, Miss Chelsea.
All right. Well, our corn pudding is not done. We can go in there to close out if you would like,
Yes, we can do that.
but we don't. Our corn pudding still has about 10 to 15 minutes on it.
Okay.
I just took a peek at it. We can take a little look-see.
Whoops. Look at my...
Maybe.
Look at
You
my
almost-
pretty dish towel.
I know somebody got you that for your birthday too.
Oh, yes. Lynn and Mike did. Aren't they pretty, though? I love some.
Yes, we can. Well, you can pay by a debit card. Just send me your email, and I can send you an invoice through Pappy's Place. So here's what our corn pudding is looking like.
It's looking like a pound of cornbread.
It's going to be done in probably about 10 or 15 minutes. So,
Mm.
and then we'll look at our noodles.
Want to look at those, or you want
Yeah, they're done.
to? Okay. Yep.
So I'm gonna give them a stir to fluff them a little bit.
Want to flip them up? Okay. Go right ahead. See what
Yeah.
time? Oh,
See how good those look. And it just soaked all that right in. And this is such a good side dish. Or when there's the thing going on TikTok, like girl dinner. Whenever it's a girl and you're just eating dinner by yourself, this is something I would probably make myself for dinner. Just this, nothing else.
I can see that. Considering you sat down and eat a bowl of plain old rice. I'm sorry?
Do you have the Pelham at the
Yes,
store?
I do. And I'd love for folks to stop by and see me and pick them up. Oh my goodness.
Hold
You let
on.
me-
She's right here still. Don't you worry. She will talk for you. Hold on.
I certainly will. I wanted to remind you all not to forget to come to Pappy's Place for our claim sale on Monday evening. I pull 25 items off the shelves, and then we do our little sale claim. Bobby describes them, and boy, can he get pretty creative with his descriptions.
He's a bit
sometimes.
wild.
Yes.
Mhm.
But we have a lot of fun doing it, though. But that's on Mondays at 6 o'clock in the evening. So we'd love to have y'all come. And if you see something you want, claim it and it's yours. Now, local folks come along and they pick it up, there at the shop, but we ship other folks out if they need to have it shipped to them. Vicki takes care of getting all the information and that and shipping it out. So we would love to have you. And also, we will be glad to see you next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea will be going to big surprising me. Or I might surprise
You might surprise
her.
me. Just don't make me sweat.
I might surprise her.
You can cook in here too.
No, I like cooking in my kitchen when I cook, so we'll have to put that.
She can cook in here too. She forgot that she used to do that.
Yeah, but I like cooking in my other kitchen. But anyway, all right, guys. Thank you all for being with us.
Oh, it's Mother's Day next Sunday. Are we still going to go live? Yeah, we'll still go live.
Yeah, we can go live. Yeah, that's not a problem.
My mom probably wants me to make chantilly cake, but I can't make that on the show, though.
Huh.
You can do the strawberries with the cream corn.
Could. We've done that, I think. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we'll discuss it. We'll be here if y'all are able to tune in and see us. And, if you're not able to, we do understand that. And we'll see you the next time. Look at all those hearts.
I see that.
Thumbs up.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.